Good morning, peeps. Hello. Good morning. Hello, everyone. Okay. Nice. New emojis. Woohoo. New emojis for the members. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, get your membership so you can do cool emojis in the comments. Got some new fresh ones there. Good morning, everybody. Hello. People stroll on in there. All right. Hello. Yeah, I got you. Yeah. All right. Good morning, everybody. This is the Stop Live check-in. I do this every day ever since October 11th, 2023, a day that will live in infamy when I was arrested right at this very spot I'm in right here, right now, by the State Police Fugitive Unit and Brian Tully, who read me my rights in my driveway, invaded my home and took all my shit. And they told me I was arrested for witness intimidation and picketing, which I didn't even know you were in the United States of America. You couldn't picket. Never heard of such a thing. So yeah, ever since then, I turned this into a daily tradition in case they try to jack me up again. We get it on film, but hasn't happened yet. Hopefully it doesn't happen ever. Hopefully these charges go away soon. December 5th is a huge day, guys, and it's going to be corrupt. It's not going to be dueling. Obviously, that is a huge blow. But I do have faith. I mean, come on, man. He's still a judge. Like, he's still a judge. He has to know the law. Like, he has to know that Robert Cosgrove has to recuse himself. There's no argument against it. Like, he is being sued by a witness. Lindsay Gattani is undeniably a witness in the case against me involving the Canton indictments and the Galberts. She's undeniably a witness. He has to recuse himself. I don't care how much Judge Krupp doesn't like me, whatever. He's a judge. He has to know this, okay? He's also going to be here in the motion to dismiss that day. He has to know that them changing the titles, the names of the titles of all the episodes, just lying to the jury over and over and over again, is grounds for dismissal. All of this is, right? He has to know this. He's a judge. So although it's a setback, although Judge Krupp clearly is not a fan of mine, I don't think he's a subscriber. I still have faith in him, man. I still have faith that he's going to do the right thing here and dismiss these charges because this farce needs to end. Whether that be with a Cosgrove recusal or with the complete dismissal of all the charges, it has to end sometime. So I have faith, man. I have faith. I have to. It's all you can have is faith, So look at December 5th. I want 2:00, man. I want everyone there, dude. Everyone. Let's have a big. Unfortunately, it's in a small courtroom, so not that many people can get in. But you can, watch it watch it on your phone. I'm sure it'll be broadcast, whatever. Maybe we'll get a live stream for it. Like, this is a really, really big day. And hopefully there's actually media there to cover this because this is big, man. This is big. Better is going to be there. Bradle obviously will be there. And we're going to be ready to go all cylinders firing on that day. And I'd love to see you guys there, man. I'd love to see the energy, the enthusiasm for this because this nightmare's been going on for too long. And if you guys watched Richie's video last night, everybody watched that last night, Microdot's new video, The Trap, that he's been working on for a couple months now, and it was worth the wait, wasn't it? How good is that video? That video is amazing. Richie's best work yet. And the way he blended it all together, he brought that night, like, he perfectly, because we've all heard the audio. A lot of people have heard the audio because I've posted the recording of Lindsay from that night, and I thought that posting that recording was going to, exonerate me because of what you hear on there. I'm the one being held hostage there. She's the one threatening to hurt her children. I mean, she's doing all that shit. I'm just trying to leave. I just want to leave. That's it. I want to go home to my kids on Christmas Eve. Right? That's it. She manipulated me. She told me that, like, she wanted to come, like the shit she's doing now with the whole, like, oh, let's go have to Tully. It was like that night. That's why I went over there. The night before, on December 22nd, she's saying the same shit she's saying now on Twitter. She told me, I'm so sorry. I just want to, I want to help you. I want to, what these guys are doing is so wrong, and I'm so sorry I did this. Like, that's manipulation. That she didn't mean any of that shit. That's how she got me over there, man. People think I went over there for a booty call or to intimidate. No, I went over there because she told me she wanted to help me and that she was sorry. She'd been caught, and she, like, it was believable, man. She went that, like, she was pissed at me. She did something she regretted. She's in too deep. And now she had information that I was under the impression could help exonerate me. So curiosity kills the cat, man. That's why I went there. That's it. Obviously, shouldn't have done that because of the way it turned out. I went to jail. I think about ways that night could have gone differently a million times. But, it was just, it was a traumatic night, to say the least. So, but he captured it perfectly. I thought he captured it perfectly, and we're gonna go over we're gonna go over it tonight on Turtle Club. I mean, on Turtle Club, on the live show. But I just, like Jess Machado tweeted out, the most remarkable part about that audio. And by the way, shout out to all the Australians and the kangaroos there that are so clutching their pearls over recording. You glad I recorded Lindsay Catani, right? That was okay? Okay. So what you're saying is, there are scenarios in which it's okay to record other people. Just to be clear, there are scenarios in which it's okay and perfectly normal to record another human being. Just to make sure, the act of recording itself, which people have been clutching their pearls over for the last month or so, and I think people are starting to care less and less. They're wait a minute, what was I? Oh wait, why do I give a fuck? Like, what? Why do I care? Who got hurt? What? So there are a million different scenarios in which it is perfectly normal and even encouraged for somebody to record another human being. Period. That's it. Good thing I fucking recorded her, huh? Without that, it would be her word against mine. And you never want to be in a situation where it's one person's word against another. Okay? So there you go. Just put it that way. I would never do that if I didn't think I was in a compromising situation in which I was either being threatened or some shady shit was going on. Period. But anyway, when that audio came out, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to jail. That audio is going to save me, because that audio, man, it just shows I was the one being held hostage. I was the one being held hostage, and I'm like, okay, we're good. And they allowed it to be played at court, and I'm like, oh, good. I'm gonna go home today. It's my fucking birthday. I'll be there. I will be there in time to let my kids. And honestly, even I did tell Lindsay Gattani I was recording her, by the way. But even if I didn't, which I did, who cares? Like, who like, that's what's wrong with this stupid fucking wiretapping law, right? That I was indicted for. It has since been dropped, luckily, right? But that would, like, if you are in a situation like that where somebody is, putting children in fucking danger and putting you in danger, what are you supposed to tell them? Oh, hold on 1 second. I'm recording you. Why? So they can adjust their fucking behavior, and they can suddenly stop threatening kids, so they can hide who they are. Fuck that. Fuck that. I will never apologize for recording somebody ever. Okay. Period. I don't record everybody, but if somebody does something like that, yeah. So I did tell her I was recording, but even if I didn't, who cares? Who gives a fuck? Do you have a problem with that? Like, if you listen to that audio and you're like, oh, wow, you know what I'm outraged about here? He recorded her. That's what I'm really upset about. I didn't hear him say I'm recording you. So that's what I'm really mad about. How could he violate her like that? He should have just let her rant away and put him in danger, and then it would be her word against his. Good. Wow, what an asshole. What a horrible person to do something like that. Get the fuck out of here. Go fucking cry about your fucking recordings again and listen to that tape and be like, oh, yeah, there it is. Like, there's a reason that 39 out of 50 states are one-party consent states, period. Because people adjust their fucking behavior when they know that they're being recorded and held accountable, okay? You want to catch them in their natural environment? Put a fucking camera up there. Anyway. So let's see. Yeah, I might just answer my phone all the time with this call is being recorded. Period. Like that, you're absolutely right. I should honestly do that. I mean, that's how we're doing this. But yeah. So what else is going on? Yeah. So as Jess Machado said, the most alarming part about this is when you hear that audio, which I thought was going to save me, right? You're like, oh, well, clearly this guy is the only person in the scenario who is looking out for the safety and the well-being of those children, right? Clearly, this is the only one in that scenario who's doing that. Hold on, turn this on. So Ken Mello and Brian Tully both heard that audio. All right. Ken Mello and Brian Tully both heard that audio of her doing that. And both of them were still like turtle boys. The problem here. And that's what's messed up about this is that they knew better. They knew better. Our law enforcement is supposed to seek justice, right? They're supposed to, be looking for answers. It's the defense who's supposed to kind of try to weasel out a situation sometimes, even when the client is guilty, right? But in this situation, they listen to it and they're like any honest, decent law enforcement would hear that audio and say, well, we can't continue. Okay, so he was trying to leave. Oh, you didn't mention that. Oh, you threatened to harm the children. You didn't mention that. So we're gonna have to drop this. We can't continue with this. That's what decent. But they heard that audio and they were like, oh, full steam ahead. He's the problem. He's manipulating her. That's what Ken Mello said at my bail revocation. Like, that's crazy. So anyway, it's disgusting. Yeah, so it was just an amazing video by Richie. We're going to be going over some of it tonight on the live show, as well as some lore and hidden true crime stuff. I did see some people complaining about, they're like, I don't care about lore and hidden true crime. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in Kelsey Fitzsimmons. It's like, you can walk and chew gum at the same time. You can be interested in two topics. Like, the lore and hidden true crime stuff is not just gossip. Like, it's a major problem. I don't know if people realize that. It's not gossip. It's declaring war on the First Amendment. It is using the courts to try to incarcerate people, because that's what she wanted her to do. She wanted her to be arrested, right, for free speech. That's it. That's a big issue. If you think this is about drama and eyebrows and shit, you're not paying attention. You're missing the big picture here. So anyway, let me read the chat here, what people are saying. What else is going on? Oh, you might have also seen the latest thing they're mad about, which is they are mad about the voicemail that was left for Nan Gallagher. So look, Nan Gallagher is one of the people who obviously was on stage at the JFK thing, and I made my proclamation the other day.
that, you know, anybody who went to that or whatever, it's like, just don't pretend to be a supporter of mine. And I have talked to Nan since then. She is a supporter of mine. You know, so I have nothing against Nan Gallagher. I just want to make that clear. Maybe I was a little hyperbolic. But you know, you get the sentiment, and I've talked to her, and I don't think she understands, or maybe she didn't get where I was coming from when I said that. But it was like, you know, because Nan Gallagher has been nothing but nice to me, and I'm not saying that because she's giving me money. She gives everybody money. So that's not why I'm saying that. Like, she's been very supportive of me. So, you know, it is what it is. So that's like not, you know, whatever. So Nan, just to kind of, as a sign of good faith, I think, reached out to me, and she was like, I got a voicemail today from a woman named Donna Bispel, the woman who is trying to incarcerate you, or trying to have you charged with cyber harassment in New Jersey because you wrote an article about her scamming people with t-shirts. And here's the voicemail. And I'm like, and she's like, you can use it for whatever you want. Okay, I can play this shit. And so it's her, this woman. I mean, think of how fucked up this is. So Nan's a New Jersey attorney, and this woman lives in New Jersey. And so this woman, Donna Bispel, clearly, so it was a good day yesterday, as I announced that the felony charges in New Jersey are not going forward. That the prosecutor looked over the case and determined, obviously, that this is not a serious crime, not in their courthouse. So it's being referred back to municipal court where they can decide what to do with it. Hopefully they reach the same conclusion there. We'll see. So she reached out to Nan after this because she realized that her bullshit is on life support. And what she's like, I need an attorney. What does she need an attorney for? What does she need an attorney for? She's not suing someone. She's not under arrest. She's not being accused of a crime. She has the prosecutor to do. Like, what does she think an attorney's going to do? I don't know. She wants, and of all the attorneys in New Jersey, she called Nan Gallagher, knowing full well that the night before I made a proclamation that anybody who attended that JFK's little lightly attended party, that anybody who went there is not cool with me. Like that's what I said. So she obviously heard that, and she's like, oh, I'm going to try to capitalize on this. Okay. You know, I'm going to try to capitalize on this. And that's why she reached out to Nan. Like, it was so manipulative what she did. And Nan, you know, Nan showed her true colors. Nan was like, yeah, fuck this. I'm not down with that shit, because a lot of them wouldn't. A lot of them, like a lot of the people who've gone to the dark side would be like, fuck Turtle Boy, you know, full TBDS, you know, go Team Donna. But Nan's like, I'm not down with that. And Nan gave me the audio. She didn't have to do that. She did. She gave me the voicemail, and I played it just to show how manipulative and conniving that this woman is, and her intent to make herself a victim. And, you know, a lot of them lost their mind. A lot of them lost their mind. They started like, they're like, oh, we're reporting you to the BBO. Twisted Tragedies Esquire has lectured her about ethics. And even Donna Bispel's commented, she's like, I can't believe we did this. I can't believe. Oh, okay. Easy. But, I mean, calling her a victim, it's just like, dude, shut the fuck up. You're not a victim, you know? It's on my Twitter, so you can go see it on my Twitter if you haven't seen it already, at Dr. Turtleboy. On top of that, there was also, what else? Oh yeah, like I even heard the JFK show. I guess JFK came back from the dead last night. It's great to see. It looks like from the clip I commented on Twitter, I just saw there's a woman, and he has panels now, which is like the ghetto as shit. Hardly anyone goes on with their face. And it's like JFK, and it appears to just be a bunch of people that I probably would have written about, the type of people, you know, oh, yo, that kind of shit. You know, people that would be attracted to somebody like James Jackson, you know, some women like that. So, and good for them. He's got to eat too, you know, he's got to get his. But, you know, watching that, I saw a woman on there last night by the name of Diana Andrade, or AKA Diana Mata. If you guys don't know about her, bro. She is I've never written about her. She wrote to me every day in jail, and she would send me fucking videos of herself, like just driving around getting Dunkins. I'm like, why are you sending me this? Like, she's a fucking legitimate nut job. Just search her name in like Falmouth and see all the shit she's had down there. I think her last name is either Mata, Mota, or Andrade. She goes by two different Andrade. And so, and I'll be getting an insane email from her after this, like I always do. But it was like, oh, awesome. That's who's left. That's who JFK got in the divorce. And it couldn't be better. Like, that's what you're left with, bro. That's who cares about fucking recording. Keep talking about the recording. Yeah, like, that's who cares. Diana Andrade. That's who you got in the divorce. That's what you got. So, I like what I got in the divorce. I like mine a little bit more. You had a couple hundred people watching. That's nice. So there you go. So enjoy it. You'll run there. And it is what it is, but it's over now. So, all right, cool. Let's see what people are saying in the comments. There was a girl there who admitted to stalking you. Was that Diana? Probably her. She's been claiming Bradle as her attorney. She tried hiring Bradle, and I warned him about her. Yeah, Bedhead is lit. I know. I probably need a fresh cut, but whatever. Maybe let it grow out. Daytime Daddy today. Now, we're not going to do Daytime Daddy today. I got some shit to do. So we're going to save it for the show tonight. You have the glare. He wouldn't be your kind of person, except you need him as a witness. I love the glare. The glare is exactly my kind of person. I don't need a witness. What do I need a witness for? He's just cool. He's down to earth. He's got interesting takes. Well, why wouldn't I like Will? Will's awesome. We also got Nurse Kim. We got Auntie Deb. We got Melanie Little. Like, we got a good squad here. I like it. Love from Pittsburgh. I should be there in a couple weeks. Nice to see you. Somebody says, I do fear the JFK grifters are taking advantage of Nan, and she's going to fall for their shit. She's already attacking Jess Machado. I mean, whatever. I don't know. Is taking advantage of is a nice word. I mean, Nan's not stupid. Like, she's not going to be duped or anything like that, She's a whole ass adult. Because I've only hung out with Nan once. It was the night of March 4th when we got that window intimidation charge, and she was a good time. She was nothing but nice to me, respectful. So what am I going to say, And I've never heard her join in on the pile-on or anything like that. Samantha Benigno had a very interesting show analysis of Jim McKee's 911 call. I will have to listen to that. Justice Served is positive about you too. They are fantastic. I love Justice Served. They're such a good addition because they have like legit lawyers working for them, It's such a cool, legit, and they cover my cases. They're a real nice addition to the YouTube, repertoire that we have here. Yeah, not everyone likes Justin, but it is what it is. I don't think you've seen the brow daddy emoji. I have not seen it yet, Laura. You're right. Yeah, but it's like not everybody likes me. Not everybody likes Will. Not everybody likes whoever. You're allowed to like what you don't like. And Jess can, give it as much as she can take it. Like, she gives it out good to people. Like, when you do that, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. When you criticize people on your show, people who are fans of those people aren't gonna like. You're gonna have a problem with you. It's just how it works, And she knows that. Oh, I see the emoji. Nice. I love it. The brow daddy emoji. That's great. All right. What else we got going on here too? I'm late, but Big Red was so mad over that voicemail. Exactly. People are like, you're doxing her. I don't know. I didn't even know. Like, I got sent a voicemail that pertained to me, and I just shared it. That's it. I didn't do anything. Everyone else can share that voicemail but me. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, it looked like Nan's beef with Jess was BLT. So she was like defending BLT, which is, fine. You can like BLT or you can not like BLT. It is what it is. Yeah, the Bettero interview with Lawyer You Know is excellent. Everyone should watch that. Very good. Yeah, how about that ball game last night, bro? Oh my God, 18 innings. We got to see it. What a World Series this has been. Big win for the Dodgers. Obviously, I want the Blue Jays. I don't think who's rooting for the Dodgers, I wanted the Mariners. I thought it would be cool if the Mariners made it, but wasn't meant to be. The Blue Jays won when I was a kid, so it kind of brings me back. Yeah, I watched Microdot's episode last night. Eden Lindsay was the abusive one, 100%. Somebody said I was listening to some folks who were harmed by Lauren Matthias. They said watching you brought them so much levity. See, that's what I'm glad to do. I'm glad that because she's hurt a lot of people, and I'm glad that people who felt like smaller fish in the sea, and it is, I'm sure, reassuring when somebody with a larger platform like myself comes on and defends them and exposes the person who did them wrong. That's got to feel good, right? And so that's what I like doing, making people feel good. Okay, I like Daytime Daddy. I get ready for work listening to it, watching it. It is fun, it's like, but you can always just listen to the nighttime one in the morning the next day, so there we go. We wanted the Red Sox to win. I mean, didn't we all? But they weren't that good. Let's be honest. They don't have anybody that hit 100 RBIs. No one with 30 home runs. Like, it's not. I mean, look who they got: Vlad Guerrero and George Springer, and the Mariners lineup was stacked. Cal Raleigh, Julio Rodriguez, Suarez. Like, they're stacked. And then we got Trevor Story's our best player. He's fine, but he can't. If he's your best bat, you got issues. Melanie is friends with Duty Ron. Yeah, that's fine. You can absolutely be friends with Duty Ron. But I'm allowed to criticize what was obviously a bad look for him. Yeah, Awen Reese, people keep telling me about, actually said seeing you made her feel safe to come out and tell her story after leaving YouTube for 5 years. Wow. I got to get in contact with her. And maybe I'll have like a victims night for Laura Matthias on my show. I've heard Melanie Little mention Duty Ron before. And that's fine, of course. He was on the side of Karen Reed right at the end, jumped on at the last minute, but nevertheless, he was ultimately on the side of righteousness when it was safe to be. So I'm not like this isn't like a loyalty test. You can still be friends with and support Duty Ron and me at the same time, All right. So you have permission from the creator who has the clip of Kay speaking out to use her live. Yes. I'd like to reach out. I'd like to have her on the show myself. Kresha, I'd love that. Yeah, I got to see the A1 video. I got to see that. Somebody send me that. All right. Anyway, guys, I am going to go get started with my day. Man, this morning bus stop live. We used to have like 100 people watching, but now we got every morning, a couple thousand. You join in here with your coffee and you're in your morning commute, wherever you're listening to this shit. So anyway, guys, we'll see you guys tonight for the live show at 9 p.m. All right. Peace to your bum crease.
It calls for data including